All right, this is going to be another video that I'm going to continue trying to start, and I figured it might as well start from the beginning. And so let's start where Jesus is baptized. Okay. Then Jesus came from Galilee to John at the Jordan to be baptized by him. And John tried to prevent him, saying, "I need to be baptized by you, and are you coming to me?" But Jesus answered and said to him, "Permit it to be so, for thus it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness." Then he allowed him. When he had been baptized, Jesus came up immediately from the water, and behold, the heavens were opened to him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting upon him. And suddenly a voice came from heaven saying, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." All right. Now, if we break this down just a little bit, who sees the dove coming down? Jesus does. See? The heavens were opened to him, Jesus, and he, Jesus, the Spirit of God, saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting upon him, Jesus. And suddenly a voice came from heaven saying, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." Now, one can argue the fact that only Jesus seen this. So if that's the case, then why would John be able to hear it? So if John heard it to be a witness to it, then therefore others had to have heard it too. But because it's these two that they come to be, there's a chance that it could be just John and Jesus that has done this. Okay, so, but you notice, and I want to emphasize, and I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm trying to get across here. Y'all can believe whatever you want to. I'm just trying to get a message across to you to get you to understand that there's a whole lot more to this than there is just picking and choosing whatever you want to, going back and forth. I see these preachers, I watch their videos, and they'll go from Revelations to Acts to Matthew to back to Peter, and then go all the way up and start preaching something out of Genesis. And, you know, it's just, you kind of got to stick with the same storyline, because this is where we're at. And what the reason and the purpose was, and it was a fulfillment, okay, the fulfillment of law and God's law, which is what? Okay, who handed it down? Moses, okay. And suddenly a voice, I've already read that, okay. Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And then he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights. Afterwards, he was hungry. Now, when the tempter came to him, he said, "If you are the Son of God, command these stones become bread." But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." Then the devil took him up into this high city, holy city, set him on the pinnacle of the temple. And he said to him, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge over you." All right, I'm going to stop here, because I want to discuss this more than just continuing to read. All right, but it's important to see here what Jesus is quoting here. All right, he's come as God's word, and then the word was written back when God handed it to Moses. Okay, and so it's been handed down. And he's quoting this. And this is from what? The Israelites. Okay? This is coming back, getting them back into judgment, getting them back into obedience. Okay? And they had to march for 40 years. Now, so that's going to be my next video where we take off. So, all right. Y'all bear with me. Oh, and FYI, just in case you made it this far to know, I am partially blind. So I have to try to focus on a book with the phone, and the two distances is difficult. So it's difficult. So just forgive me on this part. I'm just trying to get a message out. That's all I'm trying to do. 54 years into this. I'm not new. I'm not Jordan Peterson with all the degrees that he's got and all the influences he has all the way back to Diogenes, okay? I don't have fancy stuff and fancy equipment. Just hang in there with me. Thank you.